Swani, Sip Hitkariji, Sip Raju, Sip Paratiyama, Sip Bliko, Sip Sudeep Bhargava, Sip Kumar Swami, Sip Sagairaj, Sip Shashikant, Sip Bliss, Sip Pankaj, Sip Atmatray, Sip Pushpa, I think it's Pushpa, Sip Dasi, Sip Kundan, Sip Yogini, Sip Eru. Welcome to the call, Sip Rumadaji. Nice to have all of you back on this lovely evening. And today we have a very profound question. The question of today's session, who would like to answer first? What is true prayer? I think we all know the meaning of prayer. What is true prayer? What is true? Who would like
Shivam,
to?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam,
Ashok Chotwani, sir. Yeah.
yes.
Sir, true prayer is deep yearning for God and surrendering totally and accepting will of God is true prayer.
But how do you express? How is that expressed?
When we realize God is everything, we are nothing, then we can express.
So how do you, Ashok, how do you actually practice this prayer? What do you do?
When we see God in everyone, sir, and we love everyone, then we can do this, sir.
Okay, I'm listening to you. I would like you to, I'm going to come back and question you a little bit more to understand you a little bit more clearly, because people know prayer as folding hands, going to temple, going to church. People know prayer to recite mantra, to sing bhajan, to do arti, abhishek, whatever. This is what people understand as prayer. You have given a very deep answer, but I want to see whether we are all understanding what it means. So I'm going to come to your answer. Please keep it in mind. I will come back to you. Who else would like to speak? What is prayer? What is you all pray? Do you pray? What do you do when you pray? What is prayer? What is the purpose of prayer? How do you pray? I want to understand. I want this group to understand. As I told you, every day we try to bring a topic. I don't know when we will repeat topics, because right now we are not repeating topics, but every day we try to pray, because prayer and enlightenment have a connection. There is a connection between prayer and enlightenment. What is the connection? Who do you pray to? Who is God? Where is God? What is God? So I want to understand from you. Yes, over to you.
Yes, Guruji, Shivam Kumar Swami here.
Yes, sir, Kumar Swami.
So the true prayer is the way of establishing connection between self to divine source.
Excellent. Please explain. Excellent answer. Please explain.
And communicating our feelings and desires to divine source. See already we are having a source of the Atma. So we should be calm down your mind and you should sit in the this consciousness. So in the consciousness, you calm down, then there will not no thought state will come. Then automatically you will be in the consciousness. Then that is a connection between you and the divine source. So that source you have to express your feelings and your desires to that source of divine source.
So I want to give you my feedback, but don't forget to take from me. You gave one answer. You gave amazing answer, and the second answer you got a little bit caught in one cycle. So I want to explain that part to you. You remember your answer, right? You please don't forget your answers. We will analyze your answers one by one, because finally the whole group, at the end of this talk, the group must be advanced in prayer. Every day I talk to you. Suppose I'm talking to you on peace. The group must be advanced in peace. Suppose I'm talking to you on happiness, on life is complicated. We must go forward, because life is beautiful. Life is so beautiful, but we don't find it beautiful because we make it ugly. We make our life ugly. No, that's not what we are meant to do. So Kumar Swami, I would want to give a thought on additional thought on this point. Bliko.
Shivam.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, everybody. The true prayer is asking help to divine by surrendering and accepting his power, and you are a part of that power, helping him to realize the Neti Neti and up to Aham Brahmasmi, to give us this insight and make our life free from the bondage of suffering and illusion of the samsara.
So will you repeat the beginning of your thing? Do you say true prayer is?
True prayer is to help, ask help to divine to get us realize the truth of life and free us from the bondage of suffering from the samsara and get enlightenment as early as possible.
Thank you. Very, very, very deep answer. Again, I appreciate Bliko. All of you are giving very good answers. I mean, right from Ashok Chotwani, then Kumar Swami, I think, and now we have Bliko. Every answer is divine. And remember, I am not talking in this Zoom call. I don't want to just go on talking. I want you all to reflect each other's thoughts. I'm only trying to put it in perspective. I'm only shelving. This is the right thought. This is slightly, this is wrong. This is the way. You all are Gyanis. You all have reached a level. You have a lot of wisdom, knowledge, enlightenment, realization up to. But there is some blockage. My job is to just, I'm a plumber. My job, I'm a plumber. You know what's a plumber? If there's the pipe is blocked, no, the plumber has to come and he has to unblock it. My job, I'm just an ordinary plumber. My job is to remove the blockage from the pipe. So, thank you, Girish.
Guruji.
हाँ, माता जी बताइए.
नहीं, गिरीश जी को पहले बोलने दीजिए.
अच्छा, गिरीश के बाद रू माता जी, then रेखा परवानी. Yes, Girish.
Normal prayer is praying to God, thinking that God is somewhere outside or in the sky.
Very good.
Asking for our wants and saying that I don't want this, give me this, give me that. But true prayer is talking to God who is inside me, not outside. And it is a bi-directional communication. What I say to God and what God says to me, I should hear it.
Salute, namaskar to your answer. It is a very divine answer. Girish sometimes says it in such a clear manner that I feel I wish I could say it so nicely and so clearly, so crystal clear. Very good, Girish. I mean, I would like to discuss this today. I don't want it to be just a monologue and dialogue. I want it to be a discussion. So hopefully we will spend after few minutes, we will spend 10 minutes in discussing. See, prayer is very profound. What Girish said, it's a tele-receive. It is a tele-receiver. Tele-receiver means you also telecast and you receive. You are talking and listening. And he said something very beautiful. Girish said something very beautiful for the whole world. Prabhu, oh God, where are you? You are somewhere in Swargaloka. Krishna in Vrindavan, Shiva, Kailasha. We are thinking like that. But Girish says no, that God is inside. Many of you have said it. Bliko said it. Bliko said it in a very profound way. Bliko said it in a very different way. I mean, Bliko's words hit my soul. It was very deep. But each one of you is, and let us discuss this. At the end, I want to, after you all finish, let us have a discussion today. Ru Mataji, then Rekha. Ru Mataji.
Guruji, I wanted to say the same thing which Girish ji has told.
Okay.
It is two-way process. Not only we say, we listen also to God's voice. And second, we should not forget to count our blessings and thank God for each and everything He has given us. Food. Before food, we should pray, thank God for giving us food and everything. We should not crib. We should thank Him for everything He has given us.
Your words are very good. I don't know whether it answers the true prayer, but today only somebody was telling me today, I looked at my hand. I looked at my wrist I looked at my wrist and was wondering what was the band. I looked at my wrist and was wondering what was the band. When I looked out of the window, that man had no hand. Somebody today told me, किसी ने शायरी बताया. The shairi is, I looked at my wrist and was looking at my band. I looked out of the window. The man had no hand. So this is Rumata ji. जो आप बोल रहे हैं, we must count our blessings, no doubt about it. But what is true prayer? Rumata ji, आपने सही बताया. True prayer, talking to God, listening to God. God कौन है? Even by Kumar Swami.
जैसे गुरुजी
हाँ.
आप कहते हो कि मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, मैं लिख के अपने ड्रॉर में डाल देता हूँ टेबल के. You have so much faith that your problem is also solved and you get the reply also. It is same way.
It is very good. See, what I told you, मुझे आप जो nobody has given wrong answer till now. Everybody has given right answer. But what is true prayer? At the end of today, 8:30, 8:35, 8:40 जब हमारा Zoom बंद होता है, we should reach that level of true prayer. That is the goal. नहीं तो I am wasting your time and my time. If we don't evolve in the call and we don't move forward, then so Rumata ji, don't leave it till we go to a discussion. Please don't leave.
गुरुजी, रूह से रूह का मिलन, वो प्रेयर है, ट्रू प्रेयर.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. रूह से रूह का मिलन, लेकिन वो रूह से रूह का मिलन भी होना है ना. It's not easy. It's not easy. But वो क्या है? Suppose मेरी रूह को आपकी रूह से एक connection है. आपकी रूह से मेरी connection हो ना हो, लेकिन I have that connection. Therefore, it's very important for me to have that connection. And when I see the soul in you, and I am able to connect with that souls. I think some people talked about it. That who spoke about it, from soul to soul. Somebody mentioned something similar. So and there are too many good answers today. So it's not like an easy session for me to facilitate, but it's a beautiful session. What is true prayer? We are still continuing. Rekha Parwani and then Sunil Chittal. Rekha Parwani.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
So many years I thought prayer was asking God, give me this, give me that, my wants. But now I have realized true prayer is मेरे दिल में बस एक तुम ही हो, और कुछ नहीं हो. Now I have deep yearning.
What a prayer. What a prayer that is. Rekha says,
I cry with my Lord that I need you, I want you, I want to feel you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So if only we can make this our prayer.
Yes.
मेरे दिल में बस एक तुम ही हो, तन मन में और कोई नहीं हो, ऐसा हो जाए बस एक तुम ही हो, इतना भर दे के और कुछ नहीं हो, मेरे दिल में बस एक तुम ही हो. Imagine this becomes our prayer. Just imagine this. What is it? And all of you are saying, we'd ask God, we desire, God, I've got this desire. No desire. है ये आस्था मुकम्मल तुम ही हो, जीवन में मेरे और कुछ नहीं हो, तन मन में तुम बस तुम ही हो, और कुछ भी आए जगह नहीं हो. Look at this. और कुछ आए जगह नहीं, मेरे तन मन में मुकम्मल तुम ही हो, बस एक तुम ही हो. Maybe we don't want to know. This is the problem. प्रभु तुम भी चाहिए, प्रभु गॉड भी चाहिए, प्रभु गोल्ड भी चाहिए, प्रभु ये भी चाहिए, प्रभु वो भी चाहिए. When we say प्रभु तू ही तो, प्रभु I want you and you alone. What a beautiful prayer. I mean, Rekha Parwani has taken the prayer to a different level. Sunil Chittal, thank you, Rekha. You brought some new flavor to the whole discussion. Sunil Chittal.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
I think Rekha Parwani ji and you stole away whatever I wanted to say. I just wanted to say prayer is where you submerge yourself in Lord, and there should not be even an iota of samsara when you do the prayer.
Yeah.
But that is what you said to me. Oh, what else is? We cannot think of any samsara into the true prayer. We have to
So you're
submerge in the Lord
Yeah.
with love, feeling, and emotion.
very good.
And
No, your
praise
words,
in the
your
praise of
words have
God.
added a lot of value. Your words have got a new value. What Sunil Chittal is saying, we must submerge ourselves into God. We must be completely in your shower. We must surrender ourselves completely to God. And he said something very important. We should not let samsara
Yes.
come into our prayer. Sunil Chittal said something very beautiful. This world, the world. See, so a lot of people are confused. How can we be not in this world? No, you have to be in this world, but your consciousness must be on that now. Your consciousness must be on the divine. Your consciousness must be on sit. Don't dip.
Yes.
Your consciousness must be on sit. Don't
Sip
dip.
only.
Don't dip and don't flip. Don't dip. Dip a little longer if you want it stronger. Taj Mahal chai. No, that is dip. So don't dip and don't slip and don't flip. Don't dip, don't slip, don't flip. Completely be in that divine mode. If we can reach that mode of true prayer, that is samadhi, that is chaturyam, that is satchidanand, that is aparoksha anubhuti, that is everything. But can we reach that level? That is the challenge. How do we reach that level? So now we have got very, very good answers. I believe we have got some comments. I look at those comments before we get into discussion. Yogini, prayer is being in union with the divine, deepening our relationship with the divine. Beautiful. Yogini. Yogini says prayer is being in yoga, always in yoga. Huh? Karma, bhakti, gyan, dhyan, ruh se ruh ka yoga. So you say, it can, Rumataji will say prema yoga. So it is any yoga, any form of yoga. Dasi Budrani. Silence and concentration, very important. But silence and concentration must lead to consciousness. Yes, because Dasi, what happens? How much of silent and concentration we have got, Dasi? The mind, the ego, the senses will go a little away. So Dasi, we have to come back. Come see CBTG. Come back to God. CBTG or CBTS. Come back to SIP. Come back to SIP. Come back to SIP. Who said? I know last time one of you remembered this. So all of you have got amazing thoughts. Yogini, Dasi, Girish, realizing God is SIP, praying effectively, hearing to SIP God in bidirectional two-way communication, true prayer. SIP is within us. We seek God and take us forward in our journey towards enlightenment. So we have got some beautiful, beautiful, divine answers. Now it is for us. It is for us to pick up. What is my prayer? First of all, where is God? Where is God? God is everywhere. God is not only in temple. God is not only in church. God is in the heart. God is everywhere. You see a little bird. If you see a little bird, and the moment you see that little bird and you're able to bow down as God is singing to you, what a beautiful prayer. Nothing. You don't need to do anything. You become conscious of God. You become conscious of God's presence. When you meet anybody, when you see anybody, when you talk to anybody, sometimes your ego is trying to become angry. No, where's the question of become angry? Because the person in front of you is God. How do you reach that state of consciousness? True prayer, I think many of you said it, but now I'm not going to give names because I will be completely confused. So I will not give names. Who all said what? You all know that what you all said. True prayer is being connected with God. True prayer is yoga. True prayer is having that yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe. प्रभु के योग में रहे. So the problem is, many of us wonder. There's a bhajan I wrote about 10-15 years back. It says, पूजा करने के समय में दुनिया हमें याद आती है. पूजा करने के समय में दुनिया हमें याद आती है. पर दुनिया में जो डूबे हम, प्रभु को हम भूल जाते हैं. पूजा करने के समय में दुनिया हमें याद आती है. पूजा करने के समय, लेकिन हम संसार में जब पड़े हैं, प्रभु को हम भूल जाते हैं. So this is true prayer, and do understand that you will find some moments where there's a disconnection. What is the ultimate goal of life? The ultimate goal of life is to be always in prayer, to be always connected, to be like a SIM card that does not lose network. You should not lose the network. You should not lose the prayer. Prayer is that two-way connection. And as Ashok Nichani is putting some message which I want to read, when I asked what are the last words with my Guruji? The last meeting with my Guru was this. When I asked him, what is our biggest mistake? The biggest mistake, he said, is forgetfulness. What did my Guru tell me? What's the biggest mistake in our life? We forget God. And I asked him, what is the biggest strength? He said, remembrance. This is my last meeting with my Guru. When he was 99 years and some, in his last year on planet. He told me, and then he said, as he walked to his room slowly, he kept saying, don't forget the word Prabhu, 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 Prabhu. Of course, he has got his own way. All I'm saying is, how can we be connected? So I'm asking you the question now. We get disconnected. You agree? All of you agree we get disconnected from God, or you don't agree? The connection breaks. Again, we have to reconnect. When the electricity goes in your house, for the generator to come on, how long it takes? Sometimes in the UPS, it happens online. Like this. It's called online UPS. If the light goes off, you don't even know, because it is online UPS. Online UPS means the UPS is connected in the power. The minute the power switches off, your light does not even flicker 1 minute, 1 second. But in malls and in shopping centers and houses that the generator comes on, first the power goes, in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, the generator comes on. So what am I trying to tell you? You lose connection. How do you build back connection? I want somebody to tell me what you all feel during prayer. How you have the, I want this portion. How you lose your connection with God. How do you get back your connection with God? Who would like to share? How do you build? How do you come back to God? How do you reconnect? How do you disconnect? What makes you disconnect? Who will tell me?
Mind will disconnect your this thing, and again with intellect it has to be reconnected.
Good, very good answer. Mind is constantly disconnecting. Kumar Swami, mind is constantly disturbing us.
That's why we have to use intellect and come back.
But you have to use intellect. But if you are in consciousness, then you are in thoughtlessness. Then the mind is the monk. The monkey becomes a monk. You have to reach that solution. Mind should not be given freedom to rob our consciousness.
So that is a self-realization status, na, sir? The state of self-realization.
Yes. That is aparoksha anubhuti comes, and then you are in that state of Satchitananda.
Yes.
Then the mind cannot come just like that. Then mind has to knock. Talk. Kumar Swami, talk. Can I come? Mind will ask, can I come? No, don't come now. Go. You can control the thought. Go, thought, go.
No, in the state of self-realization, the mind will be controlled by the consciousness. So it will not go here and there until without our permission, it will not go anywhere.
And then we will be ever connected. And then we will always be connected with the divine.
Yes.
So Rekha Parvani said something very nice. No, when you love God a lot, when you love God a lot, when you seek God a lot, when you say Prabhu, Prabhu, when you are yearning for God is more, then that state of connection with God keeps you in consciousness. Who can explain this? Who can explain this? I told something very important now. When you have a deep yearning with God, and that deep yearning, that deep passion, that deep prema yoga, that deep bond with God keeps you so connected, then your prayer doesn't break. Who can explain this to me? Who can explain?
Guruji, we are disconnected from the world at that time.
हाँ, तो क्या होता है?
जब डिस्कनेक्टेड होते हैं हमें वर्ड की परवाह ही नहीं होती क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा. वी
क्यों?
आर ओनली विद गॉड.
हाँ.
भगवान में जुड़े हैं बस. प्रभु ही प्रभु है उस वक्त.
भगवान ने पूछा मांगो तुमको सारा संसार मिले, पर हमने कहा संसार नहीं, प्रभु तुमको तेरा प्यार मिले. तो अगर हम प्रभु के साथ ऐसे जीते रू माता जी कि ऐसे बॉन्ड करते हैं, जैसे आपने कहा कभी आप मंडे भजन में है 1 आवर, कैन योर प्रेयर बी ब्रोकन? किसी की मजाल कोई आके आपका प्रेयर को तोड़े, कोई कंसंट्रेशन तोड़े, कोई आपका सच्चिदानंद तोड़ सकता है?
नहीं.
लेकिन बीच में आप बोलते हैं समोसा लाओ, समोसे में चटनी थोड़ा डालो, समोसा के साथ चाय, गर्मा गर्म चाय लाओ, फिर क्या होगा?
नहीं बोलते गुरुजी.
नहीं, आई एम सेइंग सपोज हमारा ध्यान भटकता है, कनेक्शन टूटता है. So, okay, Sunil Chittal, I want you all to share how can we keep this strong prayer, the strong bond, keep us in consciousness, keep us in enlightenment, keep us as a mukta, jivan mukta, as a in that anubhuti. Sunil Chittal.
Yeah, we lose the sense of I, my, and them. And we are always, in the state of that I, the doer, this goes away. The sense of doership goes away. So you no longer live in a karta or a bhokta. And you're always living in that, Krishna Arpan state. Everything is Krishna Leela and you enjoy.
So what should we do?
At all.
So what should we do?
So that state comes moment you reach that anubhuti, and you suddenly realize there is no anubhava, everything is anubhuti. And the ship plays this leela through you. The sense of I goes away.
So this is what even Kumar, good, thank you, Sunil. What Sunil Chittal said just now, even Kumar Swami was trying to say same thing.
Yes.
When you reach that state of anubhuti, aparoksh anubhuti, when you reach that state of what Kumar Swami was saying, self-enlightenment, realization or enlightenment, then in that state, you are ever connected to the divine. In that state, you are able to have that true prayer. In that state, there is no disconnection. So therefore, the reaching of that state is very important. See, today we are talking two-way thing. One, how true prayer is very important to reach the state of liberation. Two, how enlightenment is very important to have true prayer. It is a two-way subject. We have to understand both sides. We have got some comment from Ashok Nichani. Shukrana, Shukrana, Shukrana. Thanking God for grace without which we are nothing. Real prayer is thanking Him all the time. But many of you are making one small mistake. Ashok, very good answer, Ashok. But this thanking Him, talking to God who is separate from me, creating this duality, this is a big mistake. This Ashok, first you are saying that we are nothing. Then you are saying, thanking Him. Many, even Kumar Swami, the first answer, first we are saying that non-duality. Then we are bringing about duality. No, this Him business has to go. Aham Brahmasmi, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. You need to get into this mode of Shivoham, this mode of sit. In SIP, I don't have a mantra to sing. SIP, I don't have a mantra. But my dear friends, sometimes I wish you all play this Shivoham. Shivoham is very beautiful. It's not nothing to do with Shiva. You may say, Krishnaham, 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 Krishnaham. Means Krishnaham. The Aham is Krishna. Unfortunately, we are caught. For example, somebody said Krishna consciousness. This whole concept that God is Krishna, God is Shiva, God is Jesus, this takes us away. That's why we are thinking God is separate from us. No, God is not separate from us. I am nothing. मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना. Oh Lord, I am nothing. Thou art everything. I am not, alone thou art. This mistake we should not make. This mistake, the moment, and some of you, you're not able to digest. अरे मैं भगवान कैसे बन सकता हूँ? इंसान में ही भगवान है, भगवान नहीं आसमान में है, कण कण में प्रभु की शक्ति ही है, हर जीव में भगवान है, इंसान में ही भगवान है. The way to practice is look at the person in front of you as if. Look at the divine in one and all. And some of these songs are good. ढूंढो ना वो यहाँ क्यों से ढूंढता है, भगवान को ढूंढता कहाँ, तेरे अंदर वो बसा, क्यों तू उसे ढूंढता है. हर जीव में प्रभु है बसा, आत्मा ही परमात्मा, इसका एहसास होना है, इंसान में ही भगवान है, ढूंढो ना वो यहाँ क्यों उसे ढूंढता है. Very important for true prayer. Don't try to find Bhagavan. Today I'm telling you, if you really want true prayer, don't try to find Bhagavan. Insan mein hi Bhagavan. This is a very, very important aspect of life. Anyway, so if any of you want to speak something, Rajesh is saying something. It's so true. God is everywhere, birds, trees, everything, our natural surroundings. We humans are simply polluting house of God. God is within us. How do we lose the connect? It's not something outside. Losing connection with God is like losing connection with breath. Rajesh, we lose connection with God because of Maya. We lose connection with God because of samsara. We lose connection with God because of me, the mind and ego. We lose connection with God because of avidya. अविद्या के कारण हम सब तड़पते, अंधकार में जीते फिर हम है मरते, पुनर्जन्म फिर हम लेते. Rajesh, why do we do this? Why do we take rebirth? We take rebirth because of avidya. Avidya is ignorance. What is the ignorance? Ignorance is man. You have to realize. So if you like the songs, you should download the app and have all the songs. In the songs, what I used to sing when I was trying on a talash. मैं कुछ भी ना अहंकारिक फंसा, घोर विद्या अंधकार में फंसा, मैं नहीं, सच में वो तो मैं नहीं, तू सब कुछ मैं कुछ भी नहीं, संसार है माया इस मिथ्य में फंसा, घोर अंधकार में डूबा, कुछ भी मैं ना पर इस झूठ में फंसा, बेवकूफी में डूबा मैं. So these all songs are 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old songs. But each song builds a connection with God. Over to you. I wanted you all to still get into discussion mode. Yes,
Guruji,
please.
Guruji, one thing I want to say, that our behavior is different with different people. For example, mother who becomes mother-in-law, her behavior with daughter-in-law and daughter will be different. Why? Both are daughters, है ना? but difference in the ladies is there, है ना? They differentiate between the two. So पहले तो हम भगवान को मिलने से पहले इन बातों को हटाएं कि हम अपना बिहेवियर सेम रखें. छोटी छोटी बातें हैं जीवन में, कई हैं गुरुजी. We have to remove them first before uniting with God.
रूमाता जी, ये तो किंडरगार्टन, ये तो नर्सरी क्लास का लेसन है.
गुरुजी किंडरगार्टन तो है, पर आप देखिए ये वैसे बात इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपका बिहेवियर डिफरेंट पीपल के लिए डिफरेंट होता है.
हाँ, इट्स वेरी सैड. सिंपल बात है ना रूमाता जी. आप ये लेट मी टेल यू, अगर कोई आज कोई आपके घर में कोई गरीब गेस्ट आता है, आप उसको बोलते हैं जमीन पे सो जाओ. वही अमेरिका से कोई अमीर आदमी आता है तो आपका गेस्ट, तो आप बोलते हैं मेरी बेडरूम लो. यू आर
ये बात है.
ये
बिल्कुल
तो कॉमन बात है.
बिल्कुल.
ये तो कॉमन बात है ना.
गुरुजी नॉर्मल बातें तो बड़ी बनती है ना.
लेकिन जो सच का एहसास करता है वो चेंज होता है. जो हर इंसान में भगवान पाता है वो हर इंसान को, हाँ मैं मानता हूँ, it is normal that we treat a dog like a dog, a frog like a frog. I don't, it is human behavior, right? Because we are human beings. But the one who has realized the truth, जो अनुभूति करता है, अपरोक्ष अनुभूति करता है, वो हर इंसान को प्यार करता है, वो हर इंसान में प्रभु देखता है. It is not easy. It is not easy to treat everybody equally, but they treat everybody with respect and love. That is the change we need. और ये जो आपने बोला कि daughter in law, ये तो घर घर की कहानी है ना. ये तो कुछ ऐसे थोड़ी कि कोई घर में नहीं होता है ये. तो only the people who are evolved, the people who are realized, for them they think of even. अभी रूमाता जी, हमारे आश्रम में 700 लोग हैं. हमारे आश्रम में 700 लोग हैं. हम तो उन्हें अपने घर के ही समझते हैं. हम ये नहीं समझते वो हमने फुटपाथ से उठाया उनको. So that is the realization. There are 700 people. Atmatre and then Sunil. Atmatre.
Shivam Troy.
Yes, sure, sir.
I pray to God, inner God. I am blessed. I am freedom. And Prabhu says, yes, you are. You are blessed. You are freedom. It's my prayer.
So you're saying the prayer gives you mukti, is what you're saying, and the prayer gives you freedom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, probably after you reach a particular point, then you get that mukti, you get that freedom in your prayer. Is there anything else you do in the prayer which you want to share?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, you're in consciousness. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, Atmatre. Sunil Chittan, and then I have Tushatma's comment. Yes, Sunil.
No, I was saying that people react to us or we react to people. I feel it is a part of our prarabdha. But as a human being, that is there with every jiva. But as a human being, we have got that intellect where we can discern and then choose between whether to see, sip and all, or the feeling. The control over a feeling is in the mind. And to karma normally happens, because whatever is done by the mind, accepted by the mind, becomes a karma. Yeah. Kriya, as Guru Mataji said, I react like this, the other person react like this. I feel that is a part of our destiny or the karma siddhanta,
Each of us choose our own karma.
I realized he uses his mind, his subtle intellect, to see through this Leela which God plays.
So very good,
and all that stuff.
Very well said. Let me conclude with some beautiful words. I hope you will like these words. I'm going to conclude. Tushatma says, what's the difference between Paramatma, Atma, and Jivatma? The difference between the ocean and the wave. That is the difference, Tushatma. The Paramatma, Atma, Jivatma. The ocean, it manifests as the wave, it manifests as the bubbles. Everything is one sip. Everything is one divine sip. So my dear friends, let me share with you something very important. You all want moksha. You all want nirvana. Let me tell you one thing. You cannot get nirvana. You cannot get moksha without bhakti. Bhakti mein hai shakti jisse milegi mukti. So if you are trying to attain enlightenment and you're trying to attain nirvana and moksha without real prayer, true prayer, you are in a bus without any petrol. You are sitting in the bus, the wheels are there, passengers are there, but गाड़ी में petrol नहीं है. गाड़ी कहीं जाएगी नहीं. ये गाड़ी में अगर गाड़ी को आगे बढ़ना है, अगर if you want, so bliss, if you want to go forward, what I'm saying, bliss in the car, bhakti or devotion for God is like petrol. It's like fuel. You need bhakti. Without bhakti yoga, without having, you can have karma yoga, you can have jnana yoga, you can have dhyana yoga. Unless there is the deep yearning, unless there is that deep yearning, I want you, God. I need you, God. Prabhu, mera जीवन अर्पण करो तुझको और कुछ ना मैं चाहता, तू जो मिले मुझको स्वीकार मैं हूं करता, देता जो भी मुझको. This, having this attitude, प्रभु अगर एक तू मिल जाए, हाँ, that's all. प्रभु, if only I want you and nothing you, if only I get you. This bhakti is very, very important. So this true prayer is keeping my time, my alarm is ringing, ding, 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 ding. My alarm time is much overcrossed, but don't go home without realizing the importance of bhakti, which gives you mukti. I bow down to you. Tomorrow we'll meet at 8.